Welcome to my channel. I'm like obsessed with this song. Happy Friday. 223. 223. Why did I want to come on? So much stuff, I feel like. Lots of energies coming in. I have to just stop the song though, because but I really love it. Is it Thursday? I'm doing really good. Tomorrow is the 24th, Friday. Today is Thursday. Thank you. Hey, Margie. Charlene. Hi. Okay, I gotta stop. I know. It's like concentrating me. Okay, so it was really weird. Like today I saw the breakers in Rhode Island coming up today. Hey Deb, welcome to the party, Deborah. And when I looked up the breakers just now in Rhode Island, it was built by the Vanderbilts. And it's interesting because Vanderbilt came up in my readings early in 2021. And I want to say it was coming out of Manhattan district. Like I was getting messages, I feel like around Vanderbilt and Manhattan, something like that was coming in. But it came up today for some reason. So I thought I would share it with you. I also got a really interesting email from one of my subs who's highly intuitive. Hi Lorena, welcome. You weren't at the angel meetup yesterday. Where were you? We missed you. Gigi and Jenny and I had, I think we had like a 3-hour, like, I feel like meeting together. Like we went like way over. We just couldn't stop talking. But anyways, we missed you, Lorena. So let's see. Wilk just came on. Is that what that is? Wilk? I never know whether you'll be laughing or crying. Well, I definitely laugh more often than I cry, but you know, I'm usually laughing, I would say, more so than crying. But if I'm crying, it's for a reason. It's because it's something, you know, pretty major. That message was pretty major. So a message around, okay, so Chrissy had emailed me and she has experienced the portal in the ear with like the military people screaming at her too. And when I mentioned Azusa yesterday, she said that when she searched Azusa, California, it's full of military bases, including Air Force bases. And so I thought that was interesting because I didn't realize there was like a lot of military out there. And then I'm getting the Hermit with that. So I'm not sure if it's like, the thing is that whatever is hooked up to my ear, I'm not certain that it's like a legit military. Like I don't know if it's like a legit US military. Like it feels like a militia, or it feels like a for hire military, you know, like it doesn't feel like it's US military. But like they could be inhabiting like parts. I don't know where they are, honestly. Like but like I always get like it's like an off military. Actually, I've confronted the military in my ear quite a bit. I confront them. I just, you know, I usually, because I feel like they've tried to convince me that they're US military, but then I pull all the shots on them, like, and I'm just like, well, US military would not be attacking a civilian, and I'm like, and you don't have the rights or the permission to be attacking me, and I know that you're not, and I'll just kind of like go through everything that they're doing that would go against our military, and then usually then they shut up and they don't say anything because I feel like I know they're not like official US military. I'm getting the sun on that right now. They're pretending to be US military though, and they do feel like they're part of some kind of like a militia of sorts, and they could be US soldiers, they could be US, but they're not like our legit military. They're like an off military branch that is pretending to be like US military. That's what it feels like to me. But today, in reference to the energy weapon that's attacking my ear, it's like I felt something coming off of it today, like about like a half hour ago. And I was like, did they find something? You know, like I was like, did they get a location? And then I started pulling cards. Like I'm like, did they get a location? And I got a sun, and I just got judgment coming in. So I'm feeling like we're getting like a location on this weapon. Like I feel like we're getting closer because I felt like a layer of it coming off just before, and then it was a bot, not a voice, but a bot was saying, what are you doing? Like what did you do? What did you do to us? I mean, that's a standard bot response that I get. What did you do to us? What did you do to me? That's like they kind of have like repeat phrases with the weapon too. It's like they go into like repeat things. I think the creepiest part is when it's actually like a person and they know your name. Like that's probably the creepiest part of the weapon, is when they're like, Amy, what the fuck did you? And they start screaming at you. Then you're like, oh, I got to the core. I hit a person and they're pissed and they're screaming at me right now. That's when you know you might have done something. Messed with the system when they start screaming and cursing at you and using your name. But anyway, side note on the energy weapon, it does feel like we are getting to, like we've discovered a location. That's what it feels like energetically. So that's positive. Positive energies coming in around that. Oh my gosh. Who just had a comment come in? What was the comment? So gotta say what needs to be said. Margie said, do you think it has something to do with a robotic thing and an experiment? It all feels very experimental. Yeah, I would say. Like, it's definitely experimental. And the system has been, like, upgraded, like, tremendously from the beginning of it attaching me to, like, now it's a lot more advanced, the system, in terms of, like, how it attaches to your, your brain waves and things along those lines, in terms of like the like how it reads minds and things like that. Like it can read thoughts, the system. So there are definitely some, I think it's like a work in progress, or it is like a continuum work in progress. But I have the Tower coming in with that. So hopefully it's being thwarted with where it's coming in. Definitely feels like we're figuring like locations, and we're getting to the bottom or the root of figuring out the systems and how it's like hooking up and things like that. So it does feel like we're making some progress, but we're still, I don't know, we're still working on it. Transcend. I'm gonna listen and have a snack. Okay. Blue Tarot. Reagan. Well, not really. That's Gigi. Hi, Gigi. How are you? So they did, like, my guides did keep taking me back to a dream that I had. And the dream, Wanda's here. Hey, Wanda, what's up? The dreams that I had, like, there was like some really dark dreams that I had, and like dark energies and visions that I kept getting in like the end of 2020 into 2022 in Santa Monica. And my, for some reason, I kept going back to those dreams today. Like there was something that I didn't understand why those dreams were coming up, but it was a really dark dream, and it felt like I was in Santa Monica. There's something with the location about the dream that's important. Okay, I was in somewhere in Santa Monica, and they were like digging graves in this dream. And this one man was like very powerful and very scary, and he was wearing like a black suit in the dream. And the people around him were actors, or they were actors or actresses, and I was so confused as to like why they were around him, and I can't get clarity on that for some reason. Like I can't get clarity around the actors around this scary guy in the dream and the digging of the graves. Like I can't understand that. So I'm gonna read on that, okay, for you guys. I really want to get to the bottom of it. It's bothering me a lot. This dream was one of the scariest dreams I've ever had. One of the actors dropped my name to the man in the suit. And when I heard my name being dropped, it was like my body like left its soul. Like that, it was like, it was like, why was my name dropped in this dream? Like it was not the dream, like something significant happened in that exchange. And as I'm saying that, like all this energy is like lifting off of me, and I can't figure out the significance of it. So if you guys are intuitives on here, I know there was some tarot person that just came on. Let me know if you guys get any hits on this dream with this really scary guy in the black suit in Santa Monica. If you guys can get any hits on that, because I really want to get to the bottom of this. It's something significant and I can't figure it out. So I'm going to light some sage because the energy is like so, it's a little heavy obviously around it, but it's significant. And I'm just like, just now I just heard the name Twitch come in with that message. Let me get another, let me see if I can get anything. And if you guys get anything, let me know. If you pull any cards, if anyone wants to pull cards right now. So God, my angels, what is the message here around that dark man with the black suit? He wasn't dark, he's fair-skinned, okay? And he feels Russian, okay, to me. Like the energy of the man feels Russian, okay? What was the significance to the dream where my name was dropped and they were digging graves? What was that about? I have the Death card coming in, and I have an 8 of Pentacles, and I'm hearing something about a job. I'm hearing something about I just heard death cult, which I've heard before, and it has come up before. I've heard this name before. What is this about? What is the significance of this dream? Was there a death cult in Santa Monica? Was there like a death cult in Santa Monica? This seems so insane. Like, I'm sorry. I just cannot figure this out. But I'm hitting on something. I'm hitting on something very significant right now because my whole stomach, all these weights are lifting off of me as I'm talking about it. So it might not be that I specifically am meant to understand the message, but I might be meant to get the message out because somebody else needs to hear the message. Like, if that makes any sense, because we were talking about this last night in the angel tier, and it might be that we have to communicate messages for a reason to get it out. And then it's going to hit the right people. Like, they understand the message, but we might not understand the message ourselves. So just something to like take note of right now as an intuitive. It's really important that if you're guided to get a message out, just get it out, okay? Because we might not know why, but it has to get out for a reason. And as I'm saying, this message is coming, like, it's like pounds of energy is like lifting off of me. There is something significant here. It's something important, but I don't know that I'm necessarily like the person that's meant to figure this out. It feels like it's somebody that would be watching me, or it's somebody else that needs to hear the message, okay? No. Now I'm getting some reggae music. I'm getting back into calm down. It's definitely a job, okay? It's definitely a job I'm getting. Definitely getting something around like a death cult of sorts. It feels like I'm in the right area. It feels like it was right. It felt like it was on the waterfront of Santa Monica. Like that's what it felt like. I was by the water somewhere. And I don't know why the energy is coming back today. Like it's something significant. 223, we're in Pisces season. There's something significant about it. If you guys get any hits about it, please let me know because it's important. Is it about the person in my dream? Is it about the person that I saw in the dream? Is that why it's significant? Is that why it's coming up right now? Is it about the person in my dream? So they're saying it could be about the person in my dream. Though the actor that was in the dream was Wilson Bethel. That's the person I saw in the dream. There was another actress next to him. She was really pretty brunette that I had seen. She was young. She kind of looked like me. Reagan just said, I heard a web of death cults. Yeah, it definitely feels like death cult. And it felt like I ran into two of them. Like one was that group. And then there was another group in North Hollywood of girls that were young. They were like in their 20s or 30s. And they looked very like boho chicish, like in my dream. Okay, now to note back to the thing, I also was seeing during this time period of when I had this dream, I also kept seeing little blonde, blue-eyed children showing up in the dream state as well around this time frame. And I didn't know why I kept seeing children like over and over again. So it does feel like it's connected to this, and I'm getting validation on that. There was also a hotel that was involved. Like I had seen a hotel. I remembered seeing a hotel and feeling the energy of a hotel. And there was like an underground area in the hotel that had all of these rooms underneath the hotel. That was like another part of it that I kept seeing, was like an underground. Melissa's saying tomorrow is Wilson's birthday. Yeah, so he's also a Pisces. That's another, there's a weird synchronicities about me and him in our life. We're both Pisces. We're both born, I'm born on the 29th of February and he's born on the 24th. So we're like 5 days apart in February. But we're 4 years apart, which is interesting. So the number 4 is very significant to my life because I only have a birthday once every 4 years. So it's just weird that we're 4 years apart because the 4 is really significant to my life. And then there's just like a lot of significance between him. Like he's the youngest of 3. I'm the youngest of 3. Like there's just the parents' situation's very similar. Like it's just a lot of weird ass synchronicities between me and him. That's why I feel like there's a reason that all of this happened. Like there's significance to it, but like I can't figure it out. Like it's just like the strangest thing in the world. Like could this be about human trafficking, is what Annette is saying. Okay, let me ask. I guess I'll ask. I mean, I'll have to ask about it and see. But something's lifting off of me. Like all this energy's lifting off of me, and it feels very important. It feels very significant. And I have the 10 of Pentacles coming in with this, a lot of money coming in, elite, and I'm hearing secret societies coming in. I was also seeing sex workers during this time frame too. I was seeing people doing sex work in Hollywood area linked to this group, okay? And that guy in Scientology, I don't know. I don't know if he's in Scientology or not. I don't know if they have like I don't know if it's like you can just find out who's in Scientology, you know, if there's like a list or something like that. There is somebody coming in around this King of Pentacles, like powerful person behind this shit show. I'm getting the song Masquerade from Phantom of the Opera. Masquerade, do. The head guy is being charged with sex trafficking. Miscavige. You know what's interesting is like I've never seen that guy in my dreams ever. I've never seen him ever. I've never seen him. He's probably an alien. Never seen that guy. I have, however, seen a man with like a leather glove working behind a computer system. I have seen just like a leather glove hand. But they're faceless. Like that's all I see is the hand. As I'm saying that, I have the Ace of Pentacles coming in. I am hearing like an elite secret society coming through around this message. I believe that they have left behind the location of Santa Monica because I have not seen that dream. I haven't seen the location or those energies showing up since that time frame. So it feels like whatever happened there, it's like they've moved on. They're not in the location, but it feels like something happened in the location because I have the Death card and it feels significant to something like they did something to the land, okay? Like I was seeing a gravel lot. There was a gravel lot and it was by the beach and they were burying bodies. And the celebrities around me were like so grossed out. They were freaking out. They didn't know what they were seeing. And it felt like they had to do this because they were owned by the group in some way. Like they owed them money or something. Like they owed this person money and they get killed. Like if you don't pay your fees, you get killed or something like that. Like you get like, and you end up doing, like you end up working for them in some way. Yeah, something like that. It's something like that. I have Justice coming up with it. 3 of Pentacles coming in, but it feels like pretty big. It's pretty big. Feels like a doozy, you know? It's like something, definitely crimes against humanity coming in. I'm hearing seances coming through. So I have an Ace of Pentacles. So I don't know if something's being investigated right now or if locations are coming up, but I kept seeing this location over and over again in Santa Monica. And it feels like I'm supposed to get the message out. So I'm getting the message out, okay? Because it seems significant and my name was dropped in that dream. And when I woke up from that dream, half of my soul was gone. And only my name was dropped. So it was really weird that half of my soul would be gone in that dream. And it took me like months for it to come back into alignment. Like I couldn't see right out of my right eye. Like everything looked different in my right eye after that dream. And it felt real. Like it felt so real. I smelled everything. I could smell everything. I could smell the darkness. I could smell it. Mia saying the underground tunnels and kids taking out the border. Yeah, that definitely could be what it is. I don't know if you guys remember, but like, I want to say in 2020, I had seen a man and I called him the wire man or something like that. He had all these wires all over him. And I was getting messages about an underground railroad. For some reason, I thought about that dream the other day. And I didn't know why this man had all these wires hooked up to him, but I knew it was connected to the border. And that, and they said it was an underground railroad. And I really now see the significance of that dream now that we're talking about all of this stuff and the trafficking. So I never told you guys, but the client that had attacked me and was, you know, sending me messages that were kind of like cryptology messages and said he was military, and he talked about all of the different Air Force bases and, you know, things like that. He was in like a very specific line of work, and the line of work, I didn't know who this military person was, but I want to say like after I stopped reading on my channel, I was followed by a general. And when I looked up the general and that he had a side business, it was the same exact side business as my client. And I thought it was odd that this general followed me out of nowhere on Instagram, but matched perfectly this side business. The side business was very specific. And the side business that they were in was transporting organs. And I'll never forget that. And I'm like, why is their side business transporting organs? I mean, it's a very specific side business. I mean, that's just not something you hear about every day. And I'm wondering if it's tied into this mess, you know, with the trafficking in some way. I mean, I'm not certain that it is, but it's a little morbid, you know, it's pretty morbid. And so the name of that business is Wheels Up is the name of that business. And I discovered it just because I was followed by that general. And then when I looked it up in August, that general left the business. He left Wheels Up in August, which I thought was suspicious. Like, why did he leave suddenly, you know? Unless it was under investigation. I have death card coming in and justice coming in. And I feel like it's like all connected, you know, in some way, possibly, to this group, Ace of Pentacles coming in. And he would tell me about his flights, like to these other countries, like transporting organs and stuff. And, you know, I never really like put it together until maybe recently that there possibly could be a connection to it all. Somebody just said they pay a lot of money for organs on the black market. It just feels like a lot of crime, and whatever they set up with the children and whatever was going on in Santa Monica. I'm hearing something about adoption agencies right now, and I'm hearing like it's like false adoption agencies where it's like the elite parents are not like real parents, like they're just maybe trafficking the children in some way. These kids were like blonde hair, blue-eyed children that I kept seeing. And it's like they were all around those same dreams. And then the person in my ear one time was saying like the children are not doing well. Like they gave me some pretty cryptic message in my ear, you know, a few weeks ago or like a month ago about the children. And I was like, what the hell? Organ harvesting, part of missing young adults and worldwide Trump, I feel it. That's what Annette's saying. Yeah, it's all like so bad. Children, they're saying, could be from Ukraine. The thing is like this group is so dark. But you know what? As we're talking about it, all this energy, like I said, it's coming up. It's coming off of me, the energy. And it has to be talked about. We have to talk about it. We have to get it out because it's like energetically, it is weighing down the collective. It's energetically hurting us by not knowing the truth. And as painful as it is to hear it, it has to get out. The messages they have to get out. Because you know, it got so dark. It got so dark. It got so dark in 2021, man. Oh my God, it got so dark. And so I feel like it's coming up for a reason. It's very significant. We have the Six of Wands coming in here. So we might be getting to the bottom of this finally. Thank you, Amy, for clearing and letting us be a part of it. Thanks, E. Yes, sometimes, you know, they always say, like, the light ends up near the dark. And I feel like in my situation, that's exactly what happened. I ended up right next to the dark. The enemy was right next to me, you know? And I never really knew why. But, like, sometimes we're here to shine a light on the dark. You know, we're here to shine the light, you know? And that might be why I saw it all. Huh. It's crazy because like my guides don't show me like anything dark. They just, it's like, you know, I'm protected in the dream states. I don't see anything dark. I just see the children, or I just see like other things like around it, you know? And it's like, it's significant that I'm seeing. It's significant I'm seeing and smelling and like around all of it. And it feels so real. Well, sidebar, I was really in one of my dreams the other day. You guys are right like this. I was like going after Trump in the dream state. And I was like, I don't know if this was really me or maybe it's symbolic of somebody else, because this is not who I am. But I was hitting him with a golf club in the heart. And I was like, I woke up and I was like, Amy. I almost killed him in the dream. And I'm not angry with the man. I'm not that angry with him that I would kill him. Mel just said so jelly. But I was just slamming him with this club. I was clubbing him. I was clubbing him to death. I was clubbing him. And he started bleeding and everything. And I pulled back in the dream because I'm like, this isn't me. I'm like, I don't kill people, but I was killing him in the dream. And I think that's significant. The golf club is significant, and the heart is significant to probably what would be his demise. I'm assuming, because that has to be what the message is. I have the tower coming in. The golf club is linked to the golf courses, right? That's definitely what it is. And then the heart could be like a confidant or somebody who is connected to his heart in some way. No one's judging you, Deborah. Well, you guys don't know what happened after that. After that, Pompeo came after me, and we were like battling it out, and Bill Barr came after me. They were trying to trap me and get me over. And I was just not having it. I was like, get the fuck away from me, you motherfuckers. Oh my God. I was like, you're not going near me. You're not. They kept trying to get me. I was beating them up. I was hurting them too. I was like, they were trying to get me to over the stairs in the White House. They were trying to throw me down the stairs. And I was like, no, you're not. You're not throwing me. You're not getting a hold of me. You're not doing jack shit to me. I'm in the White House a lot in my dreams lately. Biden was there. He was protecting me for a little while. He was over in another area though, and then I don't know what happened. I started going at it at Trump, and then all his people came in, and then I started throwing them, and it was a mess. But they didn't get me. But anyways, dreams are weird, man. Dreams are flipping weird. Oh, God. Well, it was like in the dream, something had come to light that was pretty important. Like Biden got some information. He found out that Bill Barr and Pompeo had lied to him about something in the dream. And then I started smashing Trump in the heart. And then, it was just a mess. It was just a mess. It was savage. That dream was savage. I never have dreams like that. I don't know what the hell that dream was. That was just real strange. Troll alert. Okay, I'm going to make you the moderator, Blue Tarot, so you can just get rid of the troll. Maybe calm down. Calm down. Don't kill Trump. Don't kill Trump. Is that like my higher self? Oh, God. Oh yeah, and then somebody did bring up the Democratic Senator Fetterman about checking himself in for depression, and that was Chrissy again, one of my subs, and I noticed that, and I've definitely started to say prayers for him, because I was thinking that he might be being attacked by the same thing that's attacking me, and then thinking that it was something going on with him. So I do have the sun on that, which could be a yes on that he could be being energetically attacked. From what I gather with these systems, they somehow have managed to incorporate like black magic into the systems. And I know that sounds so crazy. Like, how do you get black magic into a computer system? But I know there's like programs and stuff, like there are computer programs or computer games like Demonology, for example, is one of them, and you can cast spells and things like that within those video games. And I want to say like a video game could perhaps be a part of a realm of sorts, like it could be considered a realm, a video game. I mean, I was kind of thinking that. And so you can use, if you hook up a video game system energetically to somebody's brainwaves, and then you were to apply whatever they do in those games, if you apply those games, cast spells or something like that, I think it can show up almost like in the form of black magic. I'm not certain, but I've been getting messages from my guides around that it's the same thing. It's like the same energy. It's just in a gaming system. But anyways, so we could all just say some prayers for him to heal his depression. If you guys could just play some high vibe, like white lights, angelic light around his crown chakra to send him like high energy, high love, high vibe around it, healing energies around it, to clear anything dark that's creating any fog, anything that's fogging him mentally, so that he can see through the illusion, because black magic is all about casting an illusion on the person, and so that they can't see the truth anymore. And it comes in the form mostly of fear and anxiety, or it can drop your serotonin, you know, like you can get to like very, you know, sad, hopeless depression energies through it. So definitely clearing all black magic, any kind of fog, anything dark around him, clearing those energies off of him. And, you know, just trying to help him to heal and to get back on track again. So who doesn't have a heart? Somebody just said, are you talking about Trump doesn't have a heart? Maybe I was trying to find it. I know it's in there. It's so bad. So bad. Amy, what was that about? I'm going to ask, why was I doing that to him in the dream state? Why was I doing that? What was the significance about the heart? It's almost like he took my heart or something. That's kind of what they're saying. It's like he took your heart in some way. You take my heart? You took my heart, yo? Yes, Kamala needs prayers too. So I've been getting messages that she might be getting attacked by a similar energy weapon. So let's say some prayers for Kamala Harris, VP Kamala Harris, saying some prayers to clear anything that could be, again, causing any type of mental illusions, any type of depression, anything that could be thwarting her, anything that has dipped her confidence, serotonin levels, any type of systems that are attaching to any brain waves or anything that is going near her to affect her mental clarity, sending that energy in, sending the highest divine white light, and then let's clear her whole we're going to clear all channels. Anything that's interfering with her divine channels, anything that is interfering with her connection to spirit, any kind of cobwebs, anything that is attaching to her to keep her down in any way, and sending like a warm pink love energy around her crown right now. Warm pink love bug energies around her crown, helping her to heal. Got the Four of Wands coming in right now to help her. I feel like there's a lot of cobwebs, like they've attached stuff to her. That's what it feels like. That's not her stuff, like energetically have attached. It feels like cobwebs almost, or like a line of energy, like lines of energy to her. That's what it kind of feels like energetically. So they're saying to just we need to cut all cords to the enemy from her. So cutting all cords from the enemy to Kamala, so she doesn't feel any of those energies, cutting all of the cords to the dark around her. Reconnecting her to the light forces, and then clearing anything that might have attacked her or attached to her in any way. Moving it forward. Okay. All right, so those are the prayers for Kamala right now. Making sure she has everything she needs to be powerful. Moving her forward fearlessly. It feels like they've almost like tried to rock her confidence in some way, of the Devil card coming in. They tried to rock her confidence. Take away her power, I'm hearing. Energetically. Those bastards. What the hell? Why are they doing this shit, man? They're psychotic, dude. I'm getting that she's a power horse, and they've been threatened by her. They're really threatened. They're threatened by her. And so they've been working on diminishing her power and making her feel small. That's what I'm getting. But she's not small at all. She's not small. She's not small. Nope. Not small. She's strong. She's super, her soul is strong. Got the sun coming in. She's stronger than all of them. That's why they're threatened by her. Well, I'd say watch out. Guns a-blazing coming in. Kamala's coming through. Sort of like cutting these assholes aside. Goodbye to them. Not happening no more. She's strong. She's coming. She's going to come back full force. She already is coming back full force. Her energy is already coming back. They're not coming near her. No, no. Oh, no. She's very protected. And Biden and her are going to be joining forces again, I'm getting. Because there was a bit of a... They were trying to separate the two of them intentionally. And now they're coming back together again. It feels like they're going to be coming back into a more coherent energy that is more viable. Okay? So those are the messages around that. If you guys are interested in getting a healing session or anything, a reading with me, you guys can always go to my website at soulpath.me. Check that out. I'm doing healings now. All kinds of stuff. I also am starting my intuitive mentorship program. It's starting first week in March 7th on Tuesday. If you guys are interested in that, you guys can go and check that out. All right. Well, I'm wishing you guys the best. Sending you guys so much love and blessings. Prayers for everybody. Prayers for the children. Prayers for all of this stuff to be uncovered. Prayers for everything that has been dark to be thwarted. Everything that locations are outed. People are outed. Lists are outed. Systems are outed. Every single person involved is outed and incriminated for those crimes. I mean, and I want like the highest prosecution teams, and I want the best judges, and I want the life sentences coming in for these people. That's what I've been calling in, honestly, is life sentences for these people who are involved in the stuff we were talking about earlier in the video. So keep saying prayers for that to happen, for it all to come to light, for people to have the courage to speak up, to be a voice, to be able to finally move forward. So we can finally get to the bottom of this group. That's what we're waiting for right now. So by me talking about it here, hopefully it gives other people the courage to, speak up about it, talk about it, and get to the right people. So, and also say prayers for the right people to show up, that the authorities are there, the right authorities, the right officers, the right agents, the right everything is there for the victims, or the people who have witnessed these crimes, kind of thing. So, I'm wishing you guys the best. I'm sending you guys so much love and blessings, and I will talk to you all soon. I wanted to try to get rid of the troll, but I guess most of his stuff has been deleted anyways. I'll have to try and block. Come down. Come down. Okay, I got rid of the troll. Have an amazing day, Jeff. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.